Okay. Welcome back, guys. Can you hear me? Good. So today we're gonna back to speaking practice speaking, and so let's get started. The last time we do is from topic we practiced is from topic 11 dreams to topic 15, which was modern technology. Now we're gonna move to the 16, that is fishing. Let's get started. So, is fishing popular in your country? As a matter of fact, yes. In fact, fishing in Vietnam is considered to to is so well known that it is considered to be a national sport that is held annually on summer. So, do you like eating fish? Absolutely yes. This is because fishing it's not just delicious, but it also provides me a lot of omega 3, omega 4, and omega 6, as well as other minerals and nutrients that you know uh, maintain my health. Have you ever been to a place where a lot of where are lots of fish around you? Let me see. Um, in my I think yes, yes, because and that place is aquarium. I'll say that it's aquarium. I remember that I went to aquarium, which is in Tây Hồ Lotte 2 months ago, and that aquarium has a lot of fish from marine life to freshwater water fresh freshwater fishes, and one of the fish that I impressed most was the hunter whales, which is a gigantic animals that is captured in Lotte Aquarium. So yeah, have you ever seen any movies with lots of fish? Let me see, movies. Oh yeah, I used to watch Finding Nemo, which is released in 2003. 2003. It is a movie about a clownfish that in the journey of finding his son, whose name is Nemo, and and the reason that makes me have a strong interest in that movie until now, that has made me has had a strong interest until now is the content and also the graphics in that movie. It it's so colorful. It was so colorful, and the number of fishes in that movie was enormous. That has broadened my view about marine life. Okay, so let's talk about ice cream. Do you love ice cream? Um, in my opinion, I would say I am not an ice cream addicted. This is because to me, I am not a huge fan of sweetened products, including ice cream. So, in addition to that, ice cream has a lot of sugar and fat, which is not very good for health if you consume too much. Did you often eat ice cream when you were a child? Well, I hate to admit this, but I do I do eat a lot of ice cream when I was a child, and in fact, because of I ate too much since then, that it has you can say that it's a major cause. It is a major cause that makes me to you know stop eating ice cream because it's too I eat too much when that is because when you do something or you eat something too much, you will turn from loving status to hating one. Are there any shops selling ice cream near your place when you live? Uh, Actually, yes. Uh, in fact, it has there are a lot of ice cream shops. I would say that, and the most important, sorry, the most well known is Mixu. Mixu. Yeah, it is. Sorry about the pronunciation about that brand, but it is Mixu, and Mixu is it is not just uh, ubiquitous ubiquitous because of its high quality ice cream and cheap price, but it's all about it is also popular because the way they do the branding thing here is all about trying to market to do marketing and to advertising your brand, to do marketing and advertise your brand. That is branding. So let's talk about childhood games. So in your country, what games do children generally play today? Hmm, let's see. Um, I would say that um, children nowadays in my countryside, in Vietnam, they often play chess. I think that is because the one of the reason that makes them have a mania for chess is because their parents, they I mean they may they may uh, orient their children to play chess since they were so young, and they do that because they want their child, and the reason for that is I think that is because they want their child to uh, enhance their mindset. Yeah. Do boys play different game to girls? Mm, absolutely yes. In fact, I read a study about games between compare games between boys and between the two genders among children, and the result is kind of surprising. Uh, as far as I read that paper, and with my experience, boy will often boy are likely to play games that require mindset, teamwork, and a little bit extreme sports, extreme game. Meanwhile, girl they show the opposite, which is more meticulous, more a game that a game that is meticulous, that is individual, and somehow it requires them a little bit aesthetic. Yeah. Have you ever watched a movie about robot? Yes. I am a huge fan of robots movies related to robots, and this is because robots. This is because I am a tech savvy person, so anything related to technology and AI and robots will fascinates me a lot. So movie about robot is not just when I watch a movie about robots, the content of the movie is not a big deal to me. I didn't consider the content of the movie at my top priority. Instead, the CGI, which is the visual effects of the movie, is the thing that I consider most importantly. Should we let a robot drive for us for long journeys? You mean? Let's see. Um, uh, I let me see. In my point of view, I would say that we shouldn't let them do it. I mean, we shouldn't let it in long distance travel. This is because every robot has, you know, some every robot have errors and bugs. So when it comes to letting them manage driving in the long journeys, uh, the errors might happen, and as a result, it can lead to many horrible horrible consequences. Yeah, such as fatal death, fatal issue, fatal risk, and more if more likely if more likely that is that if it's more smaller if smaller that might be some driving penalty. What can robots do for you at home? Hmm. Let me see. Currently, I am using. I There are two things that I need robots most. The first thing, two stuff. The first thing is clean the house. I mean, before that, my parents and I used a vacuum, used a vacuum to clean the house, but the house is not very clean. It wasn't actually in the clean state, so we decided to buy a robot, a good vacuum robot to help us do that. And the other things is that we use AI, artificial intelligence phone to help us to help me myself to come up with some ideas about marketing and campaigns. Well, that is because I am working in as a marketing executive. Okay, so let's talk about friends. Do you have any good friends who live far away? Hmm. Um, let's see. I actually do not have it because I am not a person who like to make friends with someone who live for like hundreds or thousands of kilometers away from me. That is because I'm a person I am the person who wants to meet face to face and talk to each other and have some physical touch. That is the way. That is the best way for me to connect with them, both mental and physically. He both mentally and physically. So, are you still friends with any of your child friends? Oh yes, absolutely. Uh, in fact, he is, in fact, we just talked for like 30 minutes ago before I took into this room. So he's my cousin. We know for each other since we were a child, since we were for like 2 years old. And to me, he's kind of like a responsible and intrepid person that I have a strong admiration for him. What do you value most about your friends? Let's see. I think that is the thing that makes me value most from my friends. That is let's see. It has a lot of personality, but I think that is about the calmness. When I stay with my friends, when I stay with my friends, I have learned how to stay calm in any situation, even though even though the situation is so difficult, it's so overwhelmed, and you completely lose control of it. I still we still need to we still need to stay fresh and stay calm. Yeah, we should need to stay fresh and stay calm, no matter how worse is, how bad is the situation, how terrible is the situation. Another thing that I value, that I study a lot from my friends, is that I should be more sociable. This is because I myself is an introvert in its sense, but when I when I talk to my friends, when I interact with my friends, I have learned one thing, is that have we must be sociable to them, because nobody wants to play with someone who is too quiet. Yeah, this will make the um, because that will make the relationship become tranquil and dull. So, uh, do you think you are a good friend? Why or why not? Um, I wouldn't brag about that, but in my opinion, I would consider myself a best friend of everybody. This is, and there are two reasons, two factors for that. The first factor is all about I am willing to sacrifice myself to help them, to support them when they need. And the other factors is about I am a good listener, in which I could spend my time to not just listen to them, but also to give them some give them some helpful advices that can help them overcome the issues. Yeah, so that's why I I believe that I am a good friend to them. Good. Okay. Okay, so let's move on to part two. That is mhm, yeah, I didn't write that. Yeah, let's start it. So, do you describe some a popular person who you know? Okay, so today I'm gonna talk about a very popular and also one of the person that I have a strong admiration the most. That is Ho Chi Minh President. He is considered a old father of all Vietnamese citizens. So Ho Chi Minh President, he played a crucial role in finding a way, a path that leads that brings Vietnam to peaceful today. So he is a communist that involved in helping Vietnam to do the revolt revolution. So uh, I know him. I know him. I knew him since I have known him since I was a child, and via history, via learning history. So when I do some research, when I did some research about him at that time, I find that he is the, he is not just a person that bring peaceful and happiness to Vietnamese people, but he is a good inspiration, inspirator people because the way he live, he has a he always pointed out that Vietnamese people must live for like to be clean, to be kind, and not to be greedy. And especially he points out that, and he emphasized that the person, especially this person, this personality qualities, especially those who working in the state-owned, in the government, must study it because those people, those people, they are the pattern for Vietnamese people. They were the pattern for Vietnamese people to learn, and his word, and one of the things that I have a strong admiration for him is his prophecy, and this can be illustrated by the fact that he has illustrated the future of Vietnamese of Vietnam, not just Vietnam, but also the world. So now his his image in Vietnam is an admiring father, but on the world he's a flag, especially in Africa. He is a flag of bringing of peace for those people up there. In the future, I can see that Ho Chi Minh president will play a crucial role in you know leading the market and the world to peace, and for the citizens to peace. hmm So hmm so what kinds of people are popular? Um, I'll say that well, I'll say that well, at, at present there are two kinds of people that are likely to become well known. The first kind of person is all about they have a gift, they are gifted, they're gifted, such as a pianist, a singer, they are gifted, right? And the other type of person that are easy to become to be popular, that is those who know how to grab a chance, such as let's just say that Miss Beauty Pie, he is a YouTuber, and he became popular 10 years ago. He became popular by holding a chance of the new gaming YouTube of a new gaming YouTuber. Yeah. So can you explain why some students' school are more popular than others? Hmm. I think that's because they know how to. I think that's because it becomes to the students themselves that the students they might be born in a rich family, in a wealthy family, that and they and every and everybody knows that. So psychology research have shown that people tend to pay more attention to those who have a wealthy, to have a life that is better than them. So that is the first reason. The other reason, which is more simple to understand, that is that's is that those students maybe more attractive in physical appearance than other. So they get more, they are more, they get more, eyes, more eyes looking at them equals to they are more popular. You think a popular teacher is always a good teacher? Let me see. In my point of view, I would say no. I have to emphasize this. A popular teacher, a teacher that is that is well known by other people or on the internet, doesn't mean doesn't mean he or she is a good teacher. In uh, many people might know him because many people might know that teacher because they may have a good social skills. They might suggest they communicate well, or that could be he or she is very attractive. He or she is very attractive. So in Vietnam there are a lot of teachers, especially in teaching English on TikTok and Facebook. They are so well known. Everybody knows them, but they are knows them. But when they enroll their class, they that figure it out figure it out that the teacher is not they doesn't they do not have a good sorry they do not have a good teaching skills, and maybe they are not have a good moral standard. So do you think it's easier to popular if you are wealthy than if you are poor? Absolutely yes. Without a doubt, actually. That is because when you let's just say that uh, when for example I would say for example, if you are born in a super rich family, and when every time Apple releases a new iPhone series, you are the first person to possess that phone, and this will create a look, you know, an envious look, as well as desperately desiring look from other people than you. So you will become more well known, and well, it's just like in my opinion, it is just all about the rich person will always be the lead, the priority, the leader in every in the new trend of the world, including technology and luxury. Yeah, luxury. So can you explain why some people are popular or famous for many years while others are only popular or famous for a short period of time? Interesting question. Could you give me a moment to drink water? Okay. So the main reason for this is all about. So before I give you the true answer, there's one thing about popularity you should know. Popular About being popular, you should know. That is what uh, is that all? Is the story about? I think that the story about sharing the value to the community. In Vietnam, there are a lot of cases that are only be, that are only well known or ubiquitous in a short amount of time, whereas there are also some people who became become famous in a long time without with and their reputation never drops. So the giving value with those those who only be famous, who are only famous in a short of time, this time often give the community no value but entertainment. Meanwhile, popular person in meanwhile the long famous person, the famous one in a long time, they not just give community entertainment, but knowledge. Knowledge and inspiration is what makes them sustain. This can be illustrated by the case of Phạm Nhật Phượng. He is the chairman of Vingroup. He's a man with a good sense of humor, but more importantly, he gives the he shares the value, the he shares the core value. He shares the knowledge to youngsters like me, and he share inspiration for all the companies and enterprises to think different and to become different in the market.